Hi, I'm number 25, and this is my story.
Can you tell me a little bit about how you came to this country?
I came over when I was 10. I'm 25 now, so that was 15 years ago. I came with my mom, two sisters, and two brothers. There's a total of five of us in the family. And we came over because, one, my mom wanted better opportunities for myself and my siblings, and because she was also escaping, um, domestic violence back in my country.
Can you tell me about growing up here and going to high school?
Um, you know what? For the most part, I had a very pleasant transition. Maybe because I came here younger than other individuals, and because of that, I was able to grasp the language and the culture a little faster, and a little more in a more feasible way than other people did. And so growing up, I spoke the language well. I I excelled in school and into high school. I mean, I was very typical, very average, but I did, I was one of those go-getters and overachievers, and I tried, to take the honors and AP classes and try to do extracurricular activities, and so, but then, then again, my whole real the real obstacles started showing up, when I was a junior, when, those around me started driving and getting a driver's license, and I couldn't do it because I wasn't documented. And that's when like things really, that's when like reality really started hitting home, for me. And then after that, the whole like college ordeal, and applying to your dream school like I did, and getting in, but then not being able to attend because of financial circumstances. So that was very, I think that was um, one of the most important turning points in my life, where I really had to like, make a decision. Either do I let my situation like define me and limit myself, or do I find ways to go around these obstacles? And so thank God I met some great individuals who guided me through applying as AB 540 and all that good stuff. And so I was able to go to college, and pay in-state tuition because of AB 540, and it was tough nonetheless. It was very tough and difficult, working two jobs and going to school full time and still having responsibilities like rent and utility bills to pay, and again trying to just have a normal social life like other classmates and other compañeros and compañeros in college, and with your friends around you. But it was very difficult, very difficult. Even now, I'm 25, and it's still very difficult because I graduated. I have a BA in English, and there's things I can do and I want to do, but I can't because I don't have those 9 digits that would allow me to do so. So I'm here in the fight, in the struggle, fighting for the DREAM Act, and just trying to disseminate the information to the communities, especially younger kids in middle school and high schools who are going to be facing these kind of obstacles and similar situations. We want them to be better prepared than we were, and so that's why we do a lot of organizing and presentations and forums to educate our community and our youth.
Besides struggling to pay tuition, what are some other struggles that you will want others to know about?
Other struggles, of course, there's struggles, like, we all have struggles, growing up and being part of communities of color. There's certain obstacles that you face, for the fact that you're brown or black, or any other color, you face certain obstacles because of that. But for me, one of the biggest, it's been like trying to also fight oppression within my own community as a gay Latino, and just trying to be the voice of those who haven't been as privileged as myself. That I was, I had a very supportive family and group of friends, and I'm just trying to be there for, for those who didn't have this kind of upbringing, to really think about what does it mean to be undocumented, what does it mean to be gay and Latino, and how do all these struggles overlap, and how they're very distinct from one another as well. So that's been a huge obstacle because there's a lot of homophobia in our communities, and that's just it's very tragic, and people are still very close-minded and not very sensitive, and so we need to also educate our communities about those kind of struggles, what the queer community faces within our own undocumented community and our immigrant communities.
What specific things have you done to help pass the DREAM Act, and what would you want others to do?
I think I've been really active with the Orange County Dream Team. I'm the fundraising for the Orange County Dream Team, so I'm really active. Presentations, organizing, making sure we meet with our politicians and representatives to make sure that they do represent our communities and what we stand for, which is education for all. And so doing that and staying on top of legislation, not giving up, and so I think for me, the Orange County Dream Team has been that solid foundation that has kept me strong and gives me that hope, and being around those that are in the same situation as myself but are not giving up and are finding ways to complete and finish their education just gives me a whole new perspective on my situation. And so staying really active within the community as an organization and disseminating information to our local schools, our communities, our parents, our neighbors, our coworkers about what it is, about what the struggles that these students face, that we have so much talent but we're not giving them the full potential and giving them the doors to fully become positive and beneficial members of our society.